Thank you very much, Nicole. Indeed, another heat in X30 Senior up next. It's groups E and H. And let's take you through. Oh, there's been a spin for one of the Zanki Motorsport drivers straight away. Let's take you through the grid for this one.
Yes, indeed. Pip Casabin on this one for pole position. Johan Aluja joining alongside Timo Ramakers. Again, keep an eye on what Ramakers can do in this one. That's going to be the vital one. Emanuele Leodikis on row number 2, joining alongside Roxanne Lantinga and Dan Steenman on row number 3. They'll have Fernando Luca and Joseph Smith on the top 8 positions. Alphonse Miettinen and Bertram Sash on row number 5. Austin Gale and Paul Chouse round out row number 6. They'll have William Thompson and Hugo Gelade on row number 7. Diogo Castro and Noah Maton on row number 8. They'll have Jacob Mikolev and Amelia Carey on row number 9.
Miguel Silva and Hayden Eldridge go from row number 10. Keo Lee's on the inside of row number 11 for this one, and he's joined by Kian Geraghty. Martin Wallström and Kevin Bakker go from row 12. They're ahead of Jesse Saarinen and Luna Clare on row 13. Carl Mathieu is on the 14th row of the grid there alongside Casper Henriksen. Hayden McQueen and Tyron Kennard go from row 15. Nico Beer and Johannes Nyberg start on row 16. 34 drivers in the field, completed by Thomas Hansen and Ronan Hennessy. The spin was for Mathieu there in the 3.06. So hopefully the driver from Malta will be able to retake that spot on row number 14. Lights are on the start gantry. The drivers just making their way through turn 5 at the moment. Situation at the moment in these qualifying heats: Lloyd on 4 points, Carinini on 6, Utron on 7. I think it's Ramakers that we're going to be keeping an eye on in terms of those highest up the order out on track at this precise moment. Ramakers on 8. And to remind, Ramakers has seen the checkered flag first every single time he's been out on track. Now, he had a front fairing penalty in the first round. That's why he's a little bit further down the order, but has looked very good so far this week. And Anthony has the advantage of starting on the inside column, starting 3rd on the grid. He's had to do a lot of his work from the outside lane so far.
Yeah, he certainly has. It's always nice when you get that little change. You get to see, oh, this is what it's like to start on this side. I much prefer it. So let's see what happens this time around. Field very spread out here at the back. Front up, this might be going around again. I'm not too sure. Let's see. No, we are green and racing. And it is a good start from the inside line. Pip Casabin holding on to the inside line as well. Ramakers up to 2nd. Is he immediately going to attack for the race lead, though? We're going to find out as it's sideways under braking for the Australian as he gets it stopped to the apex. But it's a good getaway. Look at the breakaway those top 2 have got straight away. That is superb as the rest of the field scramble. There's spins in the background, and backwards goes the 259. That's Hayden Eldridge all the way to the back. The BMR driver will have to try again here.
That's a real shame for Hayden Eldridge out there. Back at the front of the field, Pip Casabin and Thibaut Ramakers. Thibaut Ramakers, who's already been out today, so we'll have got used to the conditions. Chasing pack need to get on top of this pretty quickly, I would say. Oh dear, I think that's more problems for Mathieu in the 306 Zanki Motorsport. The question was, where was he heading back onto the circuit from there?
I've no idea. He's got lost here at the karting Zueda. Here we go then, on to the start-finish straight, and it's Ramakers leading the way. He managed to get the lead of that one on that last lap. Here is where he rejoined from. Oh, right, okay, so he's gone right off the track there at turn number 7. Yes, so I think nearly on towards turn 12 there. Right, heading through, now down the inside. Here comes the likes of Johan Aluja into 2nd place. That pushes the likes of Pip Casabini down into 3rd. This is all closing in. Alphonse Miettinen is up into P4. That's a great start. Yeah. 5 positions gained. The same for Austin Gale. Also 5 positions gained here. Yeah,
and then Alphonse Miettinen was pretty strong this morning in one of the earlier heats here at Zuera. The eagle-eyed amongst you will be forgiven for perhaps being a bit confused at the moment with who is in the 242. That is Pip Casabin wearing, I think, one of Freddie Lloyd's old suits. So when you see the word Lloyd on the back of the 242, don't be concerned. Freddie's not gone out for some double duty. That is still Pip Casabin piloting is a privateer entry, I think, running out of the, with a little bit of help from the Fusion Motorsport awning this weekend.
It's a common trend within the Fusion team of them wearing other drivers' suits, because Lloyd usually wears Mackie's suit because it says it brings him better luck than wearing his suit. So there we go, work that one out. But right, eyes on this one. Illusion now with the fastest lap of the race is closing in on Ramekers. Now this purple sector's coming in thick and fast here with drivers really finding some good pace right now. 104.430 for Johan Illusion, and is closing in on Ramekers. The gap just under 0.6 of a second. When they cross the line, we'll find out what the gap is now, but they've got the clear air in front to try and push through. Pip Kasabin still in third place from Mittinen. Then it's Lantinga from Steenman. That position's just changed around. Steenman there, and Roxanne Lantinga changing. 5th and 6th place now for them. Josie Smith 7th from Paul Chows. Austin Gale from Bertrand Sash, the top 10. Looking further down in the order, biggest movers as well. Rowan Hennessy has gained 9 places, is up into P25. You've got the likes of Caden McQueen as well. Also, 8 places gained into 21st place, a little higher up. You've got some more stuff here, but it's all kicking off. And there's a look at the tyres. We were talking about that at the start of this one, of new tyres. Now we're starting to see them deployed. We are seeing them deployed. Jacob Mikulev deploying one set on one side. He's up to 13th place. As Johan Illusion having to fight here for this position. Pip Kasabin and the likes of Rest are all closing in, and Ramekers is able to break away now. The gap's over a second.
Yeah, and this is pretty ominous now for the rest of the field that Ramekers has got that 1 second lead. Great scraps going on here in and around the top 10 positions. A bit of a difficult moment for Dan Steenman in the KCR there. That's getting a bit close as well with Paul Chows. Paul Chows has had a quiet week so far in the 3-1-2, but here he is trying to get past Steenman for this 7th place. Roxanne Lantinga in there, and Alphonse Mittinen. Here goes Steenman down the inside, is going to get past Mittinen there for 5th place. Meanwhile, still this battle for 2nd place. Pip Kasabin holding on ahead of Joseph Smith now in the dark red race lid there, 279. And Luya down to 4th place. Beautiful stuff from Joseph Smith. That's nice. That's really nice from Joseph Smith, who's had a bit of an up and down 2024 season. But that's a good moment for Joseph Smith, up 6 places now in this race.
Yep, certainly so. Unfortunately, from that picture, it looks like it's the race lead, but unfortunately, it's not for Joseph Smith. That's only P2, because there you can see Ramekers still breaking away here. Here, though, back to the inside, Dan Steenman trying to close in. Steenman, I think, got caught out with that chain guard issue the other day. And unfortunately, his last great result, a P1, I think, was taken away from him, which is a big, big shame for him. But he's fighting back in this. Wants a repeat of that one. He might struggle for a race win here with Ramekers so far up the road, but he could get another P2 here. Across the line they go. Ramekers lead now up to 2.8 seconds from Smith, Kasabini, Steenman from Chows, Illusion from Mittinen. Then it's Sash from Mikulev here as they all close in down the inside. Great start there for Paul Chows, pushing his way through the field. Now he's up behind Steenman.
I'm loving the driving of Alphonse Mittinen as well today. He's really aggressive out there. Is the Finn, is now up to 6th place ahead of Illusia. Jacob Mikulev's having a good run as well. You'll see the bright yellow, blue and white of Zanki Motorsport moving up the order. The Maltese driver has gained 9 places so far. Roxanne Lantinga, it's really not gone her way. Down 15 places now in this one to P20. And in fact, very good call there on the tyres from Mikulev. He is your highest runner, who's gone for 4 new boots all round. That's down the inside. Pip Kasabin fighting with Dan Steenman. That's for 3rd place. 6 laps completed, 3 to go in what could be a really important heat for X30 Senior. Ramekers, well, it's becoming the trend now. We had seen close results throughout the week so far. Now everybody's winning by 2-3 seconds. 2.9 seconds is the advantage for Ramekers over the rest of the field. Down the inside again, Paul Chows this time on Dan Steenman, who's fallen down to 5th place. Pip Kasabin has got back through into 3rd. It really does have that feel of final round time. I know on the schedule we've still got potentially some more rounds, but because of the ever-changing weather situation, this is the kind of racing that you would see in round 6, round 7. All of these drivers critically know that it is all now or never. Potentially it's all got a little bit wrong there for Paul Chows as through comes Mikolev. This is a really good call on these tyres for Mikolev. He's absolutely flying. Has now got Paul Chows ahead of him. This is for 5th place. This could be a great turnaround for Zanki Motorsports.
Exactly, and it's only one half of another set here. He's only deployed 2 out of the 4 fresh tyres he was allowed to use, and he's saving the rest for later, and he's putting them to great work here now as he tries to go for this position here, and he's done that one just now. Mikolev 12 places into P5 and is holding off the rest of the pack now. He's got it on the, I think, the left-hand side of his car, which means that when it helps him through turn 1, he can carry so much more speed around turn 1 as well. But the rest of it, it's a great, great call to put them in at this point of the weekend. It will help him out. Of course, qualifying didn't fully go his way, starting a lot further down in the order. But right now, getting these results that he needs. Back here, though, this is Steenman and Kasabine, 3rd and 4th place. Smith has broken away. It's like you say, yeah, this second half when they're starting to think that this could be the last race now, they're starting to really just push on and not have to worry about defending.
It's the saving grace as well is if there are more races to come, it's not a really tough weekend. You know, it's not the middle of the summer. It's, yes, there's still going to be a bit of wear on the tyres, mainly from sliding across the circuit as opposed to just using the core compound out there. So it's a worthy risk to go for. Ooh, now I just question for Mikolev. I had a look at the front fairing there.
Oh, do you think?
That didn't look great. That could have just been a trick of the eye in the fog here, but I just question whether Jacob Mikolev's front fairing is still attached. No problems though for Ramikas. Ramikas is in conservation mode now. This is a pleasure to see once again from one of the big talents of 2024. I've been thoroughly enjoying Thibaut Ramikas' racing. He's going to win this race. Joseph Smith P2, Dan Steeman and Pip Kasabine P4. It's just a question now of whether Mikolev is going to hold on to that 5th place.
Yeah, exactly. You know, Ramikas has done great things with the VDK team in his junior racing. He stuck with them when he stepped up to seniors. So many drivers, they do move, don't they? When they go from juniors to seniors, they want to switch team at the same time, but not Ramikas. He has stayed loyal to the Belgian team, and across the line he will come. Thibaut Ramikas will claim it. Another win on track. That's 3 now to his name. He keeps his points as low as possible. 8 to his name. He got those 8 points because of a nose cone penalty in the first race, but he won that race on track, lost it on paper. So far, he has been undefeated on the circuit itself. Smith, great, great result. Up to 2nd place, 6 places gained. Steeman again delivering a top 3 result in the qualifying heats. Kasabine in P4. Mikolev, 12 places gained. He finishes inside that top 5. Paul Chows, Bertram Sash, also big gainers. Austin Gale, also a gain of 3 into 8th place. Alphonse Mietinen, really impressed, finishing that one P9. Emanuele Leodikis rounding out the top 10. The only driver to really drop down a multitude of positions in that race. But the Belgian here in seniors, well, he's looking to be unstoppable right now, but the money still the favourite, Caronini, between the two of them. If those two get to that final, which at this moment in time they're looking to, that's going to be an almighty scrap between those two, I can imagine.
Yeah, absolutely, and we shouldn't forget Freddie Lloyd and all of that.
Lloyd as well, yeah.
And Clement Neutron. So Ramikas breaks the streak of French winners. We had 4 in a row. We go a little bit north to Belgium for the next one there. That's a really important result for Joseph Smith, I feel, as well. Again, from our very unofficial commentary box calculations, I had Smith just inside the top 36 before the start of that race. That'll have helped him. Just gives him a little bit more breathing room for whatever the next race is, whether it's a next heat or a super heat.